So basically you have to keep in mind that first the drawing has to start with the horizon line. Where the horizon line should be, it should be above the center line. So if you divide the paper into two halves, so the horizon line will be little above the horizon line. The horizon line would be little above the central line. Okay, and then you make the hills, then you make the uh, banks of the river. So this is basically a scene from Satkosia. It's in Orissa. It's a jungle. Basically, it's a tiger reserve, and you have the very beautiful scenery. So you don't have to be accurate. Just try to get the feel of the place. That's enough. So basically, one line for the hill, one line for this hill, one faint line for the background hill, like this. And then you make the bank of the river, and then you make the boats. That's it. For the boats, you have to first position the front portion of the boat and the bottom portion. You have to see the positioning, where it should be falling and how big you have to make the boat. And once you block the position, you just try to fit in the boat. So this, I just tried to put one front point here and another point here, and my boat is going to come in between these 2 points. Then taking a reference from this boat, the other boat will start from here and it will end somewhere here. So these two are the points, and then I will join it with a skewed line. So this is how you draw. It's a relative study. Okay, it will be little bigger, so like that. I'm sure like it is challenging, but if you keep doing and if you just do a calculation in the back of the head, like how much big is this boat from this boat, how much long is this boat from this boat, if you do a relative study like that, it becomes easier for you to draw properly. So Sarah, your last class boat painting came out really nice. You saw that? Like, did you like it?
Yeah, it was okay, okay.
Mm, uh, According to my, it was fine. It was very nice. Why? Because like got the reflections fine. Like everything was nice only. So your expectations are quite high.
Actually, I did not get the reflection part.
No, no, no. Reflections are perfect. Actually, you are seeing the painting from very close eyes. You have to see it from distance. According to me, they are fine. They look very nice. If you ask me, it's difficult to get that nice in first attempt. these sticks are very important. So these sticks, you should not draw, the angle of these sticks should be perfect. These are the perspective lines, so these sticks will define the shape of the boat, the shape and the angle in which the boat is lying. Just marking randomly, I'm marking the shadow slash reflection of the boat. Just a little like vague lines. There is a boat here at a distance, which I am going to skip it because that is not adding to the composition. It is going against the composition, so I am just skipping that. And this rope which is there, that rope, we will make the rope a little thin. It should not be that thick. It will look bad if it is thick. These two changes I am doing. I am removing the boat which is here. Okay. So this boat is going to go a little. If I see the angle is like this, on original it is like this, a little more tilted, so it will go like that. Okay, so I'm just doing some changes after seeing the boat from little distance. I could see that the boat goes like that and it ends here, and this one comes like that. So we all make mistakes, but we will correct it. So you have to see your mistake and you have to correct it. Yeah, done. So what are the colors that you see in this reference? Majority color. What is the color of the distant mountain here? The hill.
Green, sir.
Distant mountain.
It's bluish green.
It's blue color.
Hmm?
Don't tell your brain that it is green, because it is not green. It is blue. Maybe in your phone it may be a little aqua green, but it's more or less blue color.
Yeah.
And what is the color of the nearby hills? What is the color of this hill? What are the colors of the hill?
Blue. So blue and crimson and green.
So all the hills are blue color. Then you have a patch of green here, very dark green. Then you have a patch of lemon green kind of color, little concentrated green here. And in the water, till this much, till it touches this boat, it is blue color. And then majority it is brown color. Okay. So we will do the coating in that way. First of all, we'll take what is the color of the sky? Sky is a gray color. Okay, sky is not blue, sky is gray. So blue color mixed with crimson becomes purple. You can take little bit of yellow ochre, mix them all together. So it should be primarily blue, but it should have other colors like crimson and yellow ochre. So this is the color that we are adding to the sky. Understood? Okay. See,
Yes, sir.
my paper is kept in
So
an
you have added blue, crimson, and yellow ochre.
yellow ochre. Okay, my paper is in an angle.
Okay.
Okay, I have kept my the board in an angle. So first I applied that gray color, and once it comes down a little, I am applying yellow ochre, and I am pulling it down. Okay, I want to go down now. Okay, so I'm adding water and bringing this yellow ochre type of color. So we will have to do two layerings here. So first I'm putting this gray color, then I'm putting yellow ochre color, then I'm putting little water to drag that yellow ochre color down. And this yellow ochre is basically providing a nice warmth. Okay, we have not used blue right now. We will use blue in some time. Just give me some time, so that we first finish the warmth. We first finish with the yellow ochre color. Okay, so I'm putting yellow ochre only right now. Okay, this color will come down automatically, and as it is coming down, this portion, if you see, this portion is very dark, right? So we will take yellow ochre, blue color, so it becomes a dark brownish kind of color, not very dark, but it becomes dark. So water, whenever it is far from us, it appears to be lighter, and whenever it is coming closer to us, it appears to be darker. So this portion we will make it darker. Okay, and now what I will do is, I will allow this color to first dry, then only we can go ahead with the next tone. Okay, because if I put color right if I put any color right now on this portion or this portion, what will happen? This color will disperse. This color will become like, it will go in all directions, and I'll lose the control. Okay, so first what we have done is, we have just put the sky and the natural progression of the warm colors. Okay, then we will add on, in the next layer we will be adding on the blue, and it will still work, because this is a scene in which the sky is yellowish gray in color. Okay, if you see the sky, it is not blue, it is yellowish gray. So this is the reason you have yellowness in the water also, because this water is reflecting the sky color. Getting me? So first we did complete the initial yellowness to the paper that we were supposed to give, and now we will work on the other colors, like the blue and the darker brown, the green here, in the next subsequent phase. Complete this much. Yeah, so let me, first I have to make sure that my paper is fully dry. Okay, so let me first dry it, because it looks a little damp. So let me dry it. Not a single drop of moisture should be there. Okay, so now I got some ultramarine blue, with lots of water. Okay, huge quantity of water. So it is very very thin, just a patla coat hai, and I am just coating the distant mountain with this color. Okay, then I will mix this blue with a little more blue. I will mix in the same quantity of water, and little bit of orange, just for that, just for giving it a little grayness. And then I will touch this portion with this color. Same we will use the same way we will use this portion also. We'll make it little more darker, and we'll come down. Okay, so we have the farthest this thing mountain. Then we have the two other hills which are not as far, but still they are far only. And then from here itself we will start with the yellow color. I am using Gamboge yellow. So this is blue color and this is Gamboge yellow. So once we mix them together, you will get a nice greenish kind of tinge. As this color is coming down, it will automatically give us a nice greenish color. Let's take little bit of orange and put it here. So this portion is going to look like some ground, like it will give the feel of some soil over here. Okay, and just leave it like this. Now what we will do is, again we have to work with blue color, very light blue, lot of water and quantity of blue is less. So this will be used in this portion. So we will leave a little bit of white in the distance, like we will leave a little color, like we will not color the extreme end, just leave 1 mm or 2 mm of gap, and then we will come down. And while we are coming down with this nice blue color, okay, see, we are coming down with blue. We will go over the boats, no problem. We will go over the boats. Okay, and this portion is going to be darker, this portion is going to be lighter. You see in the picture, you can realize that this portion is very light color. Yes, can you see that? So this portion I am not putting any color, just pure water. I am just putting pure water and just moving the color around. Now what I will do is, blue color and orange color I will mix together, and I will put it here. So slowly you see the colors are changing. Here I want a little brownish effect. Here also I need a little grayish brown kind of color. I will not go here, but on around this place I am going to make it a little darker. So I will use orange, yellow ochre and blue color. See, I am not using any fancy colors. So far in all my paintings I have never used any fancy colors. No Daniel Smiths, no nothing. Simple colors, simple and affordable colors. And just, I am not saying don't use good quality colors, but first learn how to use the simple ones, and then you can experiment with the good ones. So what I am doing right now is, like I have used a little blue here, then a little blue gray, like blue and orange mixture here, and now I have increased the concentration of orange and yellow ochre here, so that it becomes a nice brownish color. Now we have to put some ripples. Okay, for putting the ripples I am taking blue color, orange and yellow occur, three colors mixed together, so it becomes a gray color. So what I will do is that, see the way the ripples are. The ripples are in this fashion, right? The ripples are all in a circular fashion like that. Okay, so I will put first big ripples here, then I will reduce the concentration of the color, like I will put some water. The quantity of color is too much, so I will reduce the quantity, and then slowly I will put this ripple, but I am going to smaller the size, like I have to reduce the size of the strokes. It will be thin strokes. As I go away from this place, it will be thin strokes. Okay, and as I come closer, it will be thick strokes. Here also it will be the same. See, here the water is already dry, so putting the strokes will be a little difficult. If I put also, it will ruin, so I will just leave it like this. So what we did is we did the uh, distant hills, then we did the nearby hills, then we did this yellow thing, chrome yellow, or you can use gamboge yellow, little bit of orange here for the soil. And once this is done, we take again the light blue color. We start from this portion, come down. I have left a little bit of white over there in the edge, just for the reflection sake. Then I have come down, and once I come down, I make this portion little more bluish. I leave this portion as the base color. Then I have increased the concentration of blue, orange and yellow ochre in this area. Finally, I have put ripples. In the ripples, I have put bigger ripples here, and I have reduced the quantity and put thinner ripples here, that much. So it's quite a lot of information. And like, the first stage was just coloring the base color. Second stage is now going one stage ahead, so which we have already done. So if you guys can do this much, let's do this, and we'll stop for the next class, because it is going to take time for us to build the boards, the reflection, the the vegetation out here. A lot of things are left, so let's do this much at least. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so right now what we need to do is, if you can see the image, you can get a feel of the water, you can get a feel of the distant mountains and the greenery behind it. Now we have to work on the boats. Okay, so the boats have mid tones and dark tones. The light tone that we did for the water, if you see inside the boat also there is some water, because the water has seeped into it, so that it is reflecting that same color. So what is happening, we have already painted the boat with the same color, so the inside portion where the water is there, that's already painted. We have to paint only the boat portion now. So for the boat, what is the color we should be using? What is the color that we can use? We can use directly burnt sienna, yes or no? And if you don't have burnt sienna right now, hello,
Water is in the boat.
sorry, water is inside the boat.
Hello? So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm saying that, what
Okay.
are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what I was saying
But I
is,
think there is a delay.
yeah, there is a delay, that will get resolved in 2 minutes. That's not a problem. So what I'm saying is, now we have to paint the surface of the boat. We have to paint the boat basically. Okay, So what we need to do is we need to work on the boat's body. And uh, if you see the boat's can you see my screen?
No, sir.
No, right? 1 minute. Let me, even I guessed that. So when Anu has joined, we are unable, like I am unable to join from the like my phone is not able to join. Something or the other keeps happening.
Oh. I think there is a virus in our device.
No, virus कुछ नहीं. Until and unless it's late, I will not be able to take the class. There is something which is not allowing me to take class on time. So basically what we need to do is we need to paint the boat. You just take a look at the boat. So the boat body, okay, without that the area where the water is there, inside the boat there is water. So we don't have to paint that area. Other than that, whatever dark colors we are seeing, we have to paint that. Okay, so that we have to do. Let me see my network connection, and then we will paint it. Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So what I am doing right now, you can see you can see the screen, right? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so I am taking orange, I am taking yellow ochre, and I am taking blue color, these three colors. So when I mix these three colors, I will get a color like raw umber. Okay, it will be a kind of brown, yellowish brown color. Okay, I will get that kind of color. So what I will do, I will use this color, and there is good amount of water. So I will use this color in the periphery of the boat, on the side, on this side, and then there is a little gap you have to leave, because you have to squint your eyes and you have to see which all areas you have to fill with this color and where you have to leave the gap. You're getting me? So see how I am covering this thing. So wherever there is a rope, we have to leave that area. We don't have to paint that area. Wherever there is a foundation or any wooden batten or stick, there we don't have to paint. We have to cross over and we have to continue painting on the other side, like the rest of the thing. Okay, and then wherever there is there is a light tone, we have to just leave it like that. Okay, getting me? Now if you see here,
Yes, sir.
if you see here, there is one line here which is the shadow of uh, this particular wooden pattern, and then there is a shadow of that rope also. Yes or no? It is there or no? It is there. You see,
Yes,
you will
sir.
realize. Okay,
We are not going to paint the water.
we are not going to paint the water. The water is this tone only. This tone and this tone are same. Now we will do the same thing here. Okay, we are going to do the same thing here. Okay, see, I'm going to paint this boat. Wherever you need a little darkness, okay, if at all you need any darkness, then you can add in some blue color. Like for example, here in this portion there is darkness. So I'm just taking blue color and I'm directly putting that blue color in the darker areas. Getting me? So this side also there is darkness, you see. This wall, it's dark. Okay. and here also it is darker. Wherever it is darker, I can use this blue color. Was Anu able to connect again or not? Again connecting to audio or what?
Yes, she's there, but audio is not working.
Okay. So then we cover this portion again the same way. We just leave a little gap for the border. So there is a border of that boat, right? So वो border छोड़ देना है, and then rest of the things we paint. See, just look at the image and you, wherever there is a border or the low like टोनल वैल्यूज जहाँ जहाँ डार्क करना है उसको डार्क करना है, और जहाँ जहाँ लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है या लाइटर टोन का है उसको छोड़ देना है. वी नीड नॉट पेंट दैट एरिया. ओके, नाउ यू सी आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग दिस ब्लू कलर on one side. Wherever I see dark there in that picture, I am just putting that blue color directly. And because this is a brown color which we put already, so once I put this blue color, it will just disappear. Like it will just mix and create a nice dark color. Odd nahi dikhega. The same color will go on this boat also. Okay. So how it will go? It will go like this. See, so there is a border here and there is one stick here. Just leave some gap for that stick, and you have to be little careful. Use a thin brush, don't use a thick brush, and just try to fill it with color. Just make sure that you do not cross the boundary of these wooden sticks. Just leave them. ये wooden stick को अभी paint नहीं करना है. See, like this. And filling this is the most challenging thing, because you just have to see it as a shape. You don't have to see it as a boat. Okay, so wherever in that reference, wherever you see dark, just darken it. Wherever you see light, just leave it. उतना ही करते हुए जाना है. And then leave one border like this, and then paint the remaining this side like that. Okay, and with the same color add a little more blue. It becomes a little darker color. What do? You add in the shadow. See, थोड़ा dark color करके you add in the shadow. How is the shadow? It's just like this. इसका reflection बोलो, shadow बोलो, shadow का reflection basically. Finally, we will be darkening this portion. So right now we can add the shadow till here, and for this boat also we have already put the ripples in the previous class. So now what we are doing is we are adding more shadow का reflection डाल रहे हैं. See, okay, and this reflection is going to make the painting look 3D, three-dimensional. Okay, you're getting me. how this reflection is looking now is, it will finally make sense when once you put the reflections, and then there is one reflection of this rope which is on the boat. We just make these reflections. So this is, I will stop in this stage, you do this much. Then we will work on the reflections here, step by step we are going. Okay, let's not hurry, step by step. And one more thing I have missed, and that I think we should do it right now. This portion also, this portion, so I have made the walls of the boat, but there is one more thing which we have to do, like
It's the reflection.
reflection of the side wall.
Okay.
So this we have, this I missed it, so this also we do it in the same layer, and then we can just will allow this thing to dry. You can tell from the top how it is looking, because I am looking at it from near distance. So from top it will look very different because you are seeing from a distance. So it's coming to life. You're getting me? So
Yes.
do this much.
Yes.
Okay. Started.
Okay.
Okay. So
Recording in progress.
so we have done the boats, and we have done, like in the boats, what we have done the walls of the boat and internal lining of the boat. Now we will be working on the darkness here and few reflections here. So first let's work on the reflection over there. So what we will do is we'll take blue color. You can take a smaller brush if you want. Like I use one brush for everything, almost everything. So I'll use this one. And so what I'm doing is I'm mixing little bit of gamboge yellow to this to give a little greenish tinge, and then I'm mixing some orange also. So orange, gamboge yellow, not yellow ochre, gamboge yellow, orange, and blue color. These three colors. And so what we will do is we will use this to create some ripples here. Okay, so it is in the background. So and it will, and these ripples will come all the way near our boats. So we will leave a little bit of border around the boat, and then we will use this color to just create nice ripples on the water body. So while we are creating the ripple, we have to leave a small, very thin border. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See. Okay. Again, very careful. The more the slower you do, the better you will do. Okay, so no problem, take your time, but you do it nicely. And what we do is now, like the reflection from there, the reflection of the trees is mingling with the reflection of the boats now here in this phase. And on the sides, on this side, we just take little more water. So we will just try to uh, simplify here. So see, like that. Like that. Okay, and then I am seeing one thing which I have to rectify here. So these lines has to be parallel to the ground. Okay, this cannot go in that direction. This will be parallel to the ground. Okay, so we can go a little. So while you are doing, these lines should be parallel to the ground. If they are not parallel to the ground, it will look odd. I just noticed my uh, my paper is kept in a little angle, so it's happening that I am making everything a little in a little angle. So we have to make these in proper angle, which is like horizontal to the ground. So it should be parallel to this line. You're getting me?
Yes, sir.
If so as it comes closer, it can still go a little like that, little angular, but as it goes farther away from here, it will be parallel to the water body. Now we'll take some darker colors and just fill this with more ripples here and darken this portion. I'll just give this thing a quick dry. Let it dry quickly. I'm unable to see how it is looking because I'm very near to the subject, so I don't have depth to see. So let it dry.
It's looking very pretty.
Sorry?
It's looking very pretty.
No, it should have looked better. So I'm just checking because I did a mistake. So now what we need to do is we need to mix some more darker colors, so which is blue color and orange color, blue color, orange color and yellow ochre, these three colors. And then what we will do is we will just make the we'll just make the vegetation or the foliage which is there over here. So three colors, yellow ochre, orange and blue color, these three colors. And this distant trees, we just have to use the brush and just put a stroke like this. We did not do a lot of detailing here because that is not our area of interest. It should look very suggestive, it should not look detailed. Okay, and once we are done with this, little bit of orange color and yellow ochre color mixed together, so we just need a little dry brushing like that. See, just to show the direction of the small hill kind of thing, the banks here. So they are a little angular, right? So just to show a little bit of pattern, I can just put in some random dry strokes here. Okay, and so this is done. So we have everything. Just a little more darkness we need here. Little darkness, little extra layering needs to be done, because what happened is, for me, while I was correcting this, some small goof up has happened, which I can see from nearby. So I need a little darkness here, and in the meanwhile I will also correct it with a, I'm doing so with a little thin layer of color, and so like this. And we have to darken again if we have to see and make a comparison. If certain areas we feel that they should be darkened, we can darken them like this. Directly we can darken. Certain areas we need to accentuate, we can accentuate. Certain area we need to darken, we can darken. This particular boat needs to become more darker. Can you see that? This portion, see, this portion needs to be darkened. Okay, yes or no? This needs to be darkened.
Yes, sir.
Again, inside of the boat, if you see, there are certain areas which needs to be darkened like that. Same darker color we have to use below the boards, like below the planks. Even on one of the corner of the plank there is a little shadow here. So those small details will add to the final look and finish. So wherever we are seeing little bit of darkness and we need to add that little touches, we have to add now. So even on these boards we need little thinner lines, see here and here, it should be darker. Here also we will darken a few areas like this portion, just small touches, small touches. The more we darken and try to just make things a little interesting, the more better it starts to look. And here also we have little ripples. You can add more ripples, like you can exaggerate a few things a little more, that's fine. And finally this rope which was lying there since long time, so we will make the rope, like we'll make a dark color going on top of this boat and again going above this boat and going below, like that. So in this rope also the bottom portion will have the shadow, the top portion will be yellow ochre color, and the bottom portion will be a mixture of blue and burnt sienna. Okay, and then we need a little bit of yellow ochre, and orange mixed together. So what we will do is we will put one very thin color profile on these borders, because these borders are not same tone as that of the water. So we just have to make them a little darker, like one little watery blend of color has to be added just to segregate these wooden planks and everything. Their tone is little darker than that of the water, so they should not be of the same tone. So we are just adding one extra tone of darkness to those areas, those small things. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So now, okay, some color fell. Okay, so now almost we are done with this painting. Final thing that we need to do, see the ripples that we created last time, that ripple is showing here. Okay,
Yes.
and on top of the ripples we are adding more ripples of the reflection. So the shadow of this thing is being reflected. So the same thing is happening, like the same thing, but we are trying to do a lot of how I can say, we're trying to do things layer after layer. So one more thing, I think it looks fine. One more last small touch that we should do is use some white, and I will just will just use a little bit of white for the highlights. We can mix white with a little bit of yellow ochre, but we need a little bit of opaque color, so we will mix white and yellow ochre. We will not use pure white, and use a very thin rigger brush, and see, we will just use this color for highlights. Okay, see, so that will, we can use even more thinner brush. It will add more depth and more character to your boat. I will use a thinner brush than this one. So see, so what I am doing is using some white and yellow ochre. There is a stick here, right? So I tried to make that stick, but somehow that did not happen, so I am using opaque color now. Better to do it, better to leave the color wherever possible, but sometimes everything is not possible, so you can use white for those small things. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so right now I'm just adding some nice highlights. You can see the highlights are making some.
Sir, I can't see your screen.
Oh, I think I have to spotlight.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, so now you can see, I will, once I share the image you will realize, because it might not be very clear in the video. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding small touches, like you should not be doing continuous lines, you should be doing broken lines. Okay, so certain places your brush should touch the boat in certain places, and then in certain places it should not touch. It should just it should be like a suggestion. It should not be a very direct that something is there. It should be like something is visible, something is not visible, like that. Okay.
The foreign artists, they use some kind of masking technique.
Sorry, masking fluid.
Masking fluid or masking tape.
Masking tape, masking fluid we can also use. That's not anything with the foreign artist. Just the thing is, using white is the easiest of all. If you are doing a very difficult composition where you have to preserve the white and it's very complicated, you can use masking fluid. It is designed to be used before applying, like before you use the what like before you apply color to the surface, you just use masking fluid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my painting is done. I'll share the image, you see. So you understand the concept. So whatever you have done right now, that is like the reflection so far. So what you have to do next is make the reflection here. So for this reflection you have to use blue, gambo yellow, blue and a little bit of orange color. So this will become a bluish green kind of color, and you have to come near the boat, and around both the sides of the boat you have to leave little bit of gap and do the ripples. So this darkness around this boat is important because that will give this that will give the boats a kind of contrast. Okay, and then once that is done, you have to make the background trees here. Once those two things are done, you have to take some the yellow ochre and orange mixture, and you have to put that color in these wooden planks and in the border, because the borders are lighter no doubt, but they are not as light as the water the color of the water. So to make them stand out from the water body, or to make it look different from the water body, it should not have the same tone as that of water. So that's why we are adding very light, very watery kind of consistency of yellow ochre and orange mixture. Once you do that, finally you just touch a few drops of white color for the highlights, and the painting is over. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try and let me know. I'm sharing with you the picture of how it is appearing for me, and then you finish it off and show me. Okay, any doubts you have, any doubts right now, you can ask. If you want to ask later, you can just put some WhatsApp message to me, then I can answer them also. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay, I hope it is clear, right? You understood the process.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You already, so far what I can see is the reflection and everything are spot on for you. The only thing is how you do the background ripples now. You are saying something?
No, sir.
Okay, chalo. Complete it then. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.